They're trying to establish bets. High-low typically takes help away down the middle third. It's a good look by UCLA.
Dugalich on the inbound. Corey Close was hoping to score on all their set pieces today. She thought that was going to be a big stat. Thomas attacks, Betts bothers, and Lauren wins that one. Pass inside, Dugalich. Using that size advantage to score off the window.
And she's calling for the flop. I love a good turnaround jumper off the glass. There's that backdoor opportunity. Ledger Walker did a good job defending it.
Jackson. Good flash to the middle by Nelson. And that's good. Court awareness, basketball IQ for this UCLA veteran squad.
Mayer, get the mismatch. I mean, pull her out, clear it out, and go.
Jackson just inside the line, and there's Hawke's weak side.
The degree of difficulty for shots is something that LSU's looking to contest. So is Duke. They're really good at contesting jumpers.
Rice stole it, got it stolen, almost took it back. Wood. They run her off the three-point line. Nelson, the only one there for the rebound.
Good scramble and hustle by Duke. You don't want Jordan Wood to catch it in the corner or shoot it outside the three-point line. She's a specialist off the bench for them with her size. 50% of the shots she takes her from beyond the arc.
Oh, Ledger Walker wanted it. Dugalich couldn't get it to her. Now Betts finds Charlize. Shot clock's winding down. Rice tries to go to work on the baseline. Just 3 seconds to go. And good defense for Duke, and they get a shot clock violation. That's what Kara Lawson's teams have always been good at, and now their best offensive unit to match it.
They have tremendous balance at Duke. They can beat you two ways. Their defense puts a lot of pressure. It's just Final Four last year. Since June, they have been working on getting back. And coaches will tell you this game is the most pressurized game because you've been trying all year to get to the Final Four. This is your goal, and it's right here, possession by possession in front of you.
Tiana Mayer has hit her first 4 shots of the game. And an 8-point Duke lead. And their defense right now forcing more turnovers than allowing UCLA baskets. Betts fouled and a trip to the line coming.
Tiana Mayer, I mentioned early, one of the better point guards in the country. Nobody seems to be talking about, but if you've been around the ACC or you've played the schedule that Duke has played, she gets ultimate respect from the coaches across the country. She has been outstanding, and she is moving up the charts in the ACC historically for assists.
So Betts, the senior from Centennial, Colorado, to the line, 66%. As good as she's been in the regular season, her tournament numbers even better over the course of her career, first at Stanford and now in Westwood, playing her 131st game here today. With over 1,800 points and 1,000 rebounds and 250 block shots.
She's 64% at the rim. So UCLA does a great job of typically moving the ball, spacing around her, and giving her opportunities to get to that left shoulder with that right hand. Yeah, that's a butt screen and an illegal screen. I think actually that is the right call. Kara Lawson doesn't like it. Watch the screen by Jackson. She butts her way when you turn. It's a butt screen. It's illegal. Butt screens are legal, but when you move like that, they're not.
That's her first.
Plus the push by Nelson. It could have gone either way.
So a chance for UCLA to chip away. Trailed by as many as 8 here in the first quarter. Betts over Robertson. And that is the first bucket for Lauren. Final minute of this first quarter.
2-for-1 opportunity.
Jordan Wood with the bucket.
I'm telling you right now, this is a good game, right? This is well played early on. Both teams taking advantage of their strengths early.
Betts, got mano a womano there and knocks it down off the window.
When she catches it that deep with 2 feet in the paint and buries her defender in the cylinder, you got no chance.
Final seconds, Mayer for 3, off the mark. Early drama. Let's see if we can carry it through here in Sacramento for a spot in the Final Four. And we'll be back after this message and a word from our ABC.
Coach of the Year in their respective leagues. See, this is situations that I'm talking about, Beth. This is what I said at the beginning about execution and determining the game. And not just offense. We always talk about situations from an offensive lens, but it's what you do defensively as well to disrupt in those stoppages with dead balls.
First quarter for Duke, Mayer and Nelson had 15 points. Everybody that played scored for UCLA, led by Lauren Betts with 6. Here's Dugalic with the turnaround. And it ends up with Hawkes. Neepkins for 3, no, but Dugalic tips it back up and in.
So Dugalic is a great story. One of 6 seniors on this team or grad students volunteered to come off the bench to help the team because Corey Close really has 6 or 7 starters.
They had 2 big transfers added to the lineup in Ledger Walker and Neepkins this season. Here's Sienna Betts. She and her sister Lauren getting to play together in this NCAA tournament. Played 1 year of high school together as well, Sienna in her freshman season at UCLA. Jackson, nice shake. Can't hit the 3, but there's Mayer to follow. Nice drop off to Fournier.
To this point, UCLA's done a great job not letting Fournier catch it on the right block, but off an offensive rebound. That's just a broken play, unscripted, nice play by Duke. They want to keep Fournier from catching on the right block. You got to box out. We talked about rebounding and how important it is. Nobody is in the area. Now remember, that was a loose ball that got unscrambled defensively and unattached defensively, and then Fournier again. Those are the plays that might determine the game as well.
Fournier, the 6'2 sophomore from Toronto, has already scored 1,000 points in her career. Dugalic, that's masterclass in ball fake, and then the blow by. Mayer uses the Fournier screen, and she's hit 5 for 6 to open up the game.
And she has not missed in the mid-range. She's been terrific for being a threat on the top of the floor.
Senior from Boston. Kara Lawson says she's our backbone. She brings the toughness. Helped force a turnover there.
Look at this great pump fake right down the lane line with the left and the finish at the rim. And then Mayer, here's a screen, drop coverage, okay? Beautifully done. You gotta get up to the level of the screen on Mayer now. Let's see if Corey Close's defense makes an adjustment.
Betts can sag off of Thomas.
They flex cut to get Fournier open on the block, and UCLA stuffs it.
The shot blocker is there. Kiki Rice spinning. A whirling dervish, lefty layup is good. Over the top to Fournier. That's her spot.
There's that right block, Beth. 82% of the shots she takes are at the rim. 87.5% of the shots she makes are on that spot right there. You have to keep her from getting there. That's a lot of numbers. but it is really telling about the scouting report.
Betts with Fournier defending. Duke wanted to get it back to her.
She was looking for the duck-in repost.
Yeah. Now they got a shot clock issue. Rice, Betts has to launch, didn't get it up. That is the second one of the first half for the Duke D.
Watch this play right here. First you stuff the Fournier cut, then you block the shot. And when Lauren Betts blocks shots into their transition game, this is what happens. What a beautiful finish by Kiki Rice. They go to their home.
Betts, patient. Oh, they're going to call her for the offensive foul with a wrap.
I think Betts has always shown great patience right here, but there you see the hook on Fournier. It's a good call.
Her first.
I think
this could be USA versus Canada in the not too distant future.
It might
those
be.
two. Lauren spent some time with the U.S. national team, coached by Kara Lawson earlier this year. Fournier able to step away.
You let her take those. She already has taken a three and missed. You let her take the mid-range. She is so dangerous in the paint.
Both sides shooting better than 50%. You know you got to do that. You know you got to score if you're going to hang with the likes of the UConn Huskies. They are already into the Final Four on the other side of the bracket.
That's the key. They're on the other side. South Carolina or TCU tomorrow will have to worry about the Huskies.
Winner of this one gets Texas.
All-American at Texas for head coach Vic Schaefer. 57 points in the last 2 games.
She's had a 40-burger already in the tournament. That'll come your way from Fort Worth. Our game here will be South Carolina and TCU. The winner of that one will face Connecticut. The unbeaten Huskies are into the national semis for the 25th time under Gino Auriemma. Lauren Betts, 2 for 5 so far on the day.
In a crowd. Duke doing a really good job because UCLA hasn't hit any threes.
Fournier can't get that to go.
Beth, if you don't hit any threes, the floor shrinks. So Duke with their length is heavy in the gap, and they're able to stunt, change their looks, bring a double maybe on the pass, bring it on the bounce. They're changing it up. UCLA is going to have to open up the floor around her.
Nelson on the drive, scoops that one up and in. It is a double-digit Duke lead. And here's what you were talking about, Debbie, the difference. Everything in the paint, nothing outside for UCLA's offense. They force one down low, swatted away by Jackson. Betts has to pass it out of the double team, and it's knocked loose by Jackson. 11 UCLA turnovers. Thomas spinning, no. Oh, and that's Fournier with the foul, and that is her second.
Yeah, she's got to have a little bit better discipline there. She should know that was a tough one for her to get, and Roberson's going to have to come in the game now. Roberson.
Fournier will check out with 3:38 to go.
You know, Duke in the LSU game, Beth, never put LSU in the bonus. LSU, an excellent free throw shooting team. UCLA is an excellent free throw shooting team. Not in the bonus so far. They got to be more aggressive in drawing some fouls.
Rice.
Called the 3 W's of a good point guard. Who to get the ball to, when, and where. You got to really understand the skill set of your teammates to do those things.
She just drew the second foul on Jana Neepkins. She helped set them up defensively too, Debbie. 2 shot clock violations for the Bruins here in the first half. They had 6 all season.
I think UCLA looks stagnant. You know, they're just not moving without the ball. That's a tough catch right there by Betts. What a finish.
That's Lauren to Sienna. Their lone season together, trying to keep it going for another weekend, and Sienna's going to be whistled for the foul.
mean, this is when you know you got that sister connection. In a crowd, look at Sienna come down with this catch. Pump fake, finish at the rim. She's got a couple of buckets in tight.
Robertson. Into the baseline. Betts is there with her every step of the way. Passing traffic, knocked out. Shot at one. A win today would be the most in school history at 35. Sienna Betts, no. Mayer has the rebound. And the run. Duke with numbers. Thomas with the finish.
Team speed. Rebound by your point guard and immediately eyes to the rim. Look how hard Duke runs the floor.
Under 2 minutes to go in the half for a UCLA team that has lost just once to the Texas Longhorns. That is the only time they have trailed at halftime this season. Betts to the right hand.
I think their adjustment is to not be so one-dimensional in the second half for Corey Close. They've only thrown it to the block and scored in the paint. They haven't gotten to the free throw line much. They haven't made a triple. And Duke just continues to shrink. Now look how hard and wide and fast they are up the floor quickly. That's a layup drill for Duke.
All the blue jerseys quickly up the floor. All right, can the Bruins chip away at the deficit? Rice takes the handoff. Betts, the pass, knocked away. Turnover number 12.
Got a referee advantage, disadvantage.
Mayer, drive. Nelson spins and hits. She's into double digits. She and Mayer have combined for 23 of Duke's 39.
And Nelson only played 22 minutes and only had 4 points in the LSU game.
Got a whistle off the ball. That'll be on Nelson. That's her first, only the 6th Duke foul of this half. Both sides with UCLA with 14 fouls this quarter as Hawkes hits in the lane.
Nice skip over the top. Good flash to the middle by Hawkes.
Shot clock's off for the Blue Devils.
I'd go screen with Betts. Put her in drop coverage. Mid-range jumper. Here it comes.
There it is. Betts will get out a little bit farther on Mayer.
They're switching that action now.
And the shot way off, and that'll take care of the first half of